us.
Alrighty. Should I just go straight to countdown?
Well, let me introduce it first.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, everyone. This is Thank You Old Blue Dog, run by BigfootTouchedMe. Alright, now you can give me a countdown.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go. So, we got Thank You Old Blue Dog by Aglab. It's a pretty short ROM hack, but we've got a lot of custom assets. A lot of things will kill Mario, and he presses L to reload. Basically, every stage will have like a little gimmick, either custom objects or Mario with custom abilities. And they actually come in a random order, so even I don't know what's coming up. So we have this fast-moving platform, purple switches to change the direction of it. If I'm like not above the platform, well, there you go. That's what happens if you mess up. You are dead. But we got quick reloads. They're all pretty short. I'm going to be doing an any % run and then going through like the unlocked buffed versions of every star. So here we go. We're just got to get to the end here, and there's one down. And yeah, it's going to be... I'm really excited to show off the buffed versions of every stage, because they're already kind of tough. We've got some avoidance shenanigans here. Oh, I don't like this too much, but I'm through. So yeah, Amps, Koopas, and Goombas. These 3 sections come in random order. Don't... I'd say the Amp is probably the hardest one. And the Goomba the easiest one. Goombas are like fairly predictable. I can just rip it straight up the middle. The Koopas are like really unpredictable, but shouldn't... Oh, this... I'm almost getting walled at the end. Luckily I can jump over and we get the star. What? Okay. That's a bit of a troll. Aglab trolling us. And we've got to go back. Luckily the way back is much less precarious. We can bump into these blocks, nothing really happens to us. We just keep running through everything, and assuming nothing glitchy happens, we always get to the star. But these platforms, the way they rotate, I've had them push me up. I guess I didn't explain that like frame is quicksand that will insta-kill you so you can't jump. And these platforms can push you up into that and kill you, which is pretty frustrating, but I have had it happen. Oh, here's an interesting one. We're going to reverse gravity every time we wall kick. And I am going to skip most of the section. This is not intended. Whee! We do a big dive and we just skip a bunch of stuff. Reverse our gravity back and we're at the star. So yeah, that doesn't really skip a ton, but it does save time. Now we've got the gimmick of switching. So if you land on the blue, you are dead. So avoid that. A lot of stages have checkpoints. We got a little checkpoint here. And then we head over here. Make sure to not end up in a belly slide on the slopes. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. A little bit difficult to get to that final, to get to that wall. We need a wall kick angle and we need a bit of distance on the jump. Ground pound to reset on the slope. Oh my god, that barely worked. And now we need to do a wall kick ledge grab. Thank you. And now we need triple jump ground pound. Yippee! So yeah, that wall kick ledge grab is a little tight. Blue lava, yeah, that's from Snowman's Land probably. I don't think this is intended either, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna skip the save because I'm a risk taker and about to die. Yep, maybe the save. No. Okay, maybe I should just take the checkpoint. No, I won't actually. The problem with taking the checkpoint is it makes it hard to catch that cycle. I'll just wait for this cycle. I just messed up my angle as I jumped. Oops. This is arguably the hardest stage. Oh, and I'm dying a lot. Oh, but that's right, we're ahead of schedule, so I should throw more. That's what I've been doing all along, surely. Okay, we made it this time. We've got the save here. We'll actually save this time. I got a fun little speed strat to get to the end faster than is presumably intended. You're kind of meant to just go back and forth, but you can just long jump all the way across. Oh, and my most hated one. Everyone likes slopes in Mario 64, huh? Surely? So yeah, this one, we've got to make sure to not end up with backwards momentum. Or just end up in a belly slide for any reason. I'm actually getting pretty good RNG on the slopes. This is a little bit trickier to work with, as is this. But basically, you just want to make sure you have speed to kind of run uphill when you land on it. Oh my god, I almost got too much speed. I'm just going to do a ground pound to try and chill there. The ground pound can be a good thing to do on a slope in Mario 64 because it sets your horizontal speed to 0. Alright, that was a fun one to first try. Oh, and now we've got funny warps. They fade out. You gotta be really fast from this one to this one. That's probably the toughest part of that. This is the only stage that you can't die in. But you can get... you can lose a lot of time in a speedrun, which I've done, much to my frustrations. Yeah, it's kind of... Ugh, yeah, you've got these out of bounds area, you can't just run across, you gotta get to the green. You want a little jump kick and then dive, there we go. And we can save here. Got an interesting wall kick set here. It's not the easiest wall kick set in the world, and we're gonna be fading like back and forth. And you have to make sure that you kind of fade at the right time so that you're actually in position to get the wall kick. Definitely a very tough ending. And here's what I would call the hardest one. We have magic goo. And the goo does not always want to cooperate. But basically you hold A and you rise up in the goo. It's very easy to fall through the bottom of it, which I haven't done so far. And now we have a bit more goo, and we've got a cage we've got to avoid. I'm stuck. No, I'm safe. I didn't get stuck in the cage. Holy moly, I just zoomed right through that. That ending is really tough. If you're too low, you won't make the wall kick. If you're too high, you are stuck in the cage forever. And by forever, I mean until you immediately press L to reset the level. This is a really interesting one. We've got a little series of platforms that we can travel around in a circle in either direction. And if we hit the black, then we are dead. And it's interesting because the amount of sections it goes through each time is random, but it always adds up to the same total amount of sections. So it's kind of interesting. When I was first speedrunning this, I assumed there was like RNG involved. But Aglab explained to me, like, the only RNG is how long each, like, section takes. But the entire stage will always be the same length of time. And I'm gonna die for the star now. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. There was one more to go. I kind of jumped the gun a little. The star always spawns at the bottom. Technically, the only way to, like, really save time in this is to get a really fast star grab. But I got a little excited. I tried to prematurely grab the star. But that's nothing to be too embarrassed about. Though, unfortunately, I don't know where the music is from. I think some of it is from, like, the Steins Gate visual novel or something. The music in general and just the vibe of all these levels are really good, though. They all, like, really suit each thing. Okay, number 4. We want to wait for the number 5 to show up, and then we've got one more section. I will try to keep that in mind this time. Don't get a ledge grab there. Don't land. Oh my god, I nearly went too fast. So, like, the buffed version of this, it moves way faster, and I am kind of used to the buffed version to an extent at this point. We got 2 more random levels to go. The ending is always the same. Now we got some music. Now we're really jamming. And yeah. This might be a good time to talk about the fact that every one of these levels is actually a reference to SES Native Reminiscence, which is the hardest Mario 64 ROM hack anyone's ever 100%ed. I think like, I think 3 people have beaten it at this point, but I don't really remember. I know Remu Pluto and AM6 have beaten SNR. And there's a stage that is a giant maze, and this maze is like, you know, a scaled down version of what that entire stage looks like. I haven't played SNR, so I don't really know what the references are. But yeah, this is my favorite music to talk over. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. And yeah, we gotta be a little bit careful grabbing the star that we don't fade out. If you spend too much time over the like level structure or off the platform, you just fade out and die. And now we have like a moving spinning disc. This imparts like a lot of momentum onto Mario, especially when you're on the outer parts of it. But we're gonna get to the middle, press a little purple switch, I'm dead. Gotta dodge the green stuff and not land in the quicksand. But yeah, it gets a little weird. You can do a lot of like single jumps here, especially on the outside, and you just kind of get launched because of the momentum. But yeah, we gotta get to the outside as well. That is also important. There we go. And we are done with the regular levels, and now we enter the gauntlet. I'm gonna try to do it just from this platform. Whee! Barely made it. You can make that without a ledge grab. I might just save it facing this way. So, this is like referencing the tutorial area. Every single one of the gauntlet sections is like an easier version of the level we just did. Oh, let's go for the skip. Eee! There we go. That's a little faster than what you're intended to do. And you must get through all of these sections without dying. You might notice a little, like, number appearing when I come into this level. Number 4. So we want to get to 8. And it's the sound of, like, a red coin being collected, just to give the player a bit of an indication of what's going on. If you were to die, you would go back to, like, number 1. That would kind of tell you what's going on. This is probably the hardest one here. Oh, please make it. Oh my god, that was close. This one is also a little tricky. Gotta make sure you hit the sparkly bit. The chains are there to kind of give you a sense of like where you are. And gotta be careful with this one. You want to only do the triple jump on the platform, because if you do like the single jump on it, it'll like start moving. Okay, I like to set an angle like that. So I don't hold down A at this point. Now I hold down A and I start to go up and down a little bit more, and now I can make it to this platform. Don't fall at the bottom. Oh my god. I nearly messed that up. And I would have to like redo all the prior sections. I don't love my angle here. But we've made it work. Hopefully the goo will be forgiving to us. We're very close to the ending. Oh my god. A couple of, honestly, some very close calls at the ending there. And there it is. That's time for any percent. And, but don't worry, the buffed stars are going to be, like, way harder. Oh. So yeah, that's, the general game. 13 minutes is, like, pretty good run. I believe world record is, like, 8 minutes. You not only need, like, a deathless run, but also like a very efficient run. And yeah, now we do a little reset, and now we're gonna see a buffed version of every single stage, and also the gauntlet at the end. So I have a save file for that. You unlock this by doing a deathless run of what I just did, and that's why I wanted to do this as a showcase, because trying to do a deathless playthrough is really tough. I believe only 3 people have done it. I know a couple of other people grinded it a bit. So, you don't actually get any extra stars in this, we just have the stages available. What sort of order should I go in? I will kind of go in a random order. I feel like this one is one of the cooler ones to show off. So now the platform's going the other way. And we have a lot more buttons. Oh my god. Whoops. Well, yeah, we got a faster moving platform, a lot more buttons, and yeah, difficulty is just like ramped up a lot. And the reason, like, these are just, like, grayed out stars, Aglab didn't want to make this, like, mandatory for 100%ing the game, because all of the buffs are very difficult. And the way Mario kind of switches his position when you press the purple switch is kind of confusing. Okay, now we've got to be really quick with this transition. There we go. Should be good from here. We got a bunch of switches. Oh, I let it get a bit far away, but that should be fine. I have to wait here for a little bit longer than normal. Oh, I went... Oh, God, I misjudged that horribly. Messing up some of the earlier stuff kind of put me off my game a little bit. But hopefully we're going to be all good this time around. I missed the frickin' thing, dude. This is extra awkward now. I don't know where it is. It's there. I'm dead. I'm alive? Help. We've done it. Oh my god, that was so scuffed. Alright. So yeah, this is what the buffed versions look like. I guess we'll do this one now. So yeah, we have this. This was definitely one of the easier, like, normal stages. And it starts off looking pretty similar. But already you might notice it's like a little bit faster than it was before. It goes on for a lot longer. And it just continues to speed up, and it's like pretty fast towards the end. We've still got to get through like 5 sections, so we're at 2 sections. Like already you can see we're kind of skipping some of the platforms here and there to actually be able to make it in time. And it's a fine balance, because it's very easy to try and push too fast and just land on it before it goes away. But we should be good here. Okay, what's that for? But yeah, it's very good to have like a very set routine of like how you go through each section. Doing a slide kick here helps a lot, because when you slide kick, Mario will go out of the slide kick state and be in like a regular falling state eventually. This is gonna be interesting. Oh my god. Yeah, so Mario gets to a falling state before he hits the ground, and that helps a lot for that section. Yippee, first try. It's also one of the longer ones, so it's one that, like, really sucks to die towards the end of. So I'll just rotate around. We'll just go, we'll just rotate around. So now we have our speed nerfed, so we cannot run. So this is kind of an interesting one, because the stage is identical, but now your top speed is just severely capped. You are the exact same speed as a Goomba running at full speed. So when we get to the Goomba thing, we can potentially have a scenario where Goombas are chasing us, and Mario is like barely keeping ahead of them. But yeah, I believe you are literally exactly the same speed as a Goomba. The Koopas are actually faster than you, so if you get really bad RNG, a Koopa can just like run into you from behind, and there's not a lot you can do. But luckily, we are now on the way back. The way back is unchanged, and as before, there's like not really any danger coming back through here. You will turn into a Goomba. That's Mario's final state in this game. Oh, let me through. I'm still a little bit scared of this. I have actually lost a really good run to being flipped up into the quicksand cage. Yeah, it's kind of funny. These blocks can't do anything to you, as you can see. Like, you can't even get, like, squished in between them. Although, maybe I shouldn't tempt fate. Something glitchy could potentially happen. Alright, what do we got next? Oh, this. So, again, this one's not, like, hugely changed for the buff. Basically, you just have way less health and a lot more visual distortion. I'll set it off on purpose a little bit. That's how much health you have. You die very quickly. So yeah, you've just got to be even more careful than usual not to be above the thing or to run off of the platform too much. And yeah, your health sort of, you know, comes back very quickly. So you just got to make sure, like, after you jump across, you make sure you're on the platform for a bit before you do another jump. And there's some parts you can run through. In fact, you can even do this stage with one A press. Probably not the buffed version, but like the regular version. I was really curious one day to see if it was even possible to do it without jumping. You do have to jump for the star. I guess I'd been watching too many Pan and Coic and Bismuth videos about the A button challenge. Don't die. Oh, that worked. I thought I was dead, dude. I must have lived by 1 frame there. It's really hard to not fade out on that final star grab. Yeah, this is really cool. Aglab is like one of the best creators in the community for sure. And he's just like a really good coder, so he can do like really cool custom stuff when he wants to. So now the goo has returned, and it's more evil than ever. Well, so before when we went in the goo, we got like our double jump back in the goo, but you can see I can only kick once. I don't know how clear that was, but anyway, the goo has different properties. So I need to double jump, use up my 1 kick, get into the goo, and then I kick upwards here. So I don't have double jump properties when I come out of the goo there. So whereas before I just triple jump dived, I can't dive because you can't wall kick out of a dive. Oh, well, here I'm trapped in the cage. So yeah, it's this buff, it still looks really similar, but it is actually like a lot harder. Grab it! Grab the ledge! You fool! Mario! Oh, that sucked. I nearly got the ending really quickly. I was practicing this before stream and I was failing the ending a lot. So that sucks that I actually got the hard part. Let me up. Nope. Ah, dude, this jump is so hard. You need like, you need really good height on this wall. Okay, don't choke the ending this time. Just get in. Nope. Get up. Oh, thank God. That's the one I'm like the most scared of, honestly. That's terrifying. I also don't like fully understand how it works, so that doesn't help. Now we've got the fade out one, but where's Mario? Yippee, Mario's invisible. So we're gonna be doing wall kicks while warping back and forth without being able to see Mario. I don't know where I am. You can ground pound and see the sparks. I want to be a little over to the thing. This is probably my least favorite buff star. I just find it immensely frustrating. Oh, I'm nowhere near far enough over. Okay, that should be good. Oh boy, yeah. Mario's a little shy. That's okay. Happens to the best of us. Oh, I was way further right than I thought I was. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, thank God, dude. Okay, and we have a checkpoint. I want to just make sure I have a good angle and position. I cannot believe I first tried that ending. I genuinely thought I was going to be stuck there for a while. That ending is pure pain with an invisible Mario, but I don't know how I first tried that, because I also did not practice this level, that level. Oh wait, that's not going to work. This one is a little bit interesting. Now, instead of flipping gravity, The chains basically work like the black goo in the unbuffed version. So we want to get a dive, and then we want to kill our speed and kick. Well, I want to do that, but not die. There we go. Please. Please. Oh my lord. Every part of that terrified me. But yeah, that stage becomes very weird. Once the chains are turned into the black goo. So, what have we got going on now? Oh yeah, this buff stage is honestly, like, not very changed. But basically the area you can go on is much smaller. And then when we press this switch, the cork box that we get is... instead of a bunch of cork boxes to jump to, we have one. But honestly, it doesn't really change much. That might be the least changed buff stuff. I don't know, maybe some people find that ending harder. I don't think it's really much different, to be honest. Oh, this is a cool one. I like this. This beginning part is a bit awkward. We need a really good long jump. And we need to time it correctly. Oh, come on, dude. I think my save state is not really in the best spot, actually. I might do this and go to a different platform. Make it. Let's go. So yeah, now we have a lot of the level geometry that was helping us out is removed now. Or changed, like this. So now we have to do wall kicks and then ground pound to like stall for time. And we're up to the final save state. And then you can see something interesting, quote unquote, is going on. So this ending is... that's not a triple jump. Triple jump gonna be very helpful here. So this time I will just go back and forth, because it is a lot harder to land on them. Well, I said I would try and stretch for time, but I'm actually just nailing the ending for a lot of these buff stars, which I'm very surprised by. That ending is also pretty rough. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on there. And now we have these slopes. Not a lot changed here either. They rotate now. Yeah, I'm suffering from success. Oh, there's the belly slide. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. It's time to cheese. I avoided doing it in the regular thing. But, if you get your ground pound out quick enough, it doesn't really matter that you're, like, facing downhill. Mario will just get a ground pound out. It's a little bit awkward. And I don't know exactly how unintended this is. But it seems kind of cheap, so I try to avoid doing it. But it does work. We do indeed love cheese. Especially because this is like a pretty frustrating level to do intended. Bang. There we go. Where are we? I get lost. Okay, we are pretty close to the gauntlet. This is maybe the hardest one. We're saving the best for last. Each star increases your timer by 1 second. And this little slope section is the bane of my existence. But I first tried it somehow. I'm just gonna need to lock in for the ending. I'm dead! Dude, no! I nearly first tried it. So close. The star appears on that little platform over there. Well, we'll get to see it in about 10 minutes. This intro section with the slopes I find very difficult. I'm gonna run out of time. Or am I? Yeah, I am. It's really hard. You need to really optimally get on the slopes and get off them. which I don't know, I find very difficult. Okay, good, good, good. We're here again. Let's try not to choke the ending. Yippee! So yeah, very cool one. I really like that gimmick of that, the timer increasing. And now we have the final gauntlet. And this one is way harder than the previous gauntlet. I'm gonna try a skip. I messed up. I will try to do it normally now. But yeah, these fires, not the easiest things in the world to dodge. But anyway, we only have to do it once because now we have a save here. If we die anywhere else. So yeah, as you can see, buffed versions, like in the normal version... Nope! In the normal version, the platforms aren't rotating. And we've got to get through all of these without dying. Oh my god, please go. Whew. Even more final gauntlets. So now we have to build up a little bit of time. I will try the speedrun strat again. I'm confident. I'm locked in. Let's go. Not intended, but it works. This one's pretty easy. You just like move through faster. Now we have our speed capped the same way it was for like the Amp, Koopa, and Goomba gauntlet. Which makes this a little bit tricky. You can get a long jump off even with your speed capped like this, and I'm gonna need it. Oh, don't hit the switch. If you hit a purple switch, your run is over. So that's a bit of a funny one. I was so close to hitting the quicksand at the top there. There's also one I'm a little bit scared about and need to, like, remember is a thing. Wait, how does this work again? That's right. Okay, the chains are gooified. They work like the black goo. I want to make sure I don't have diving speed. Okay, time to run. I will slowly lose vision. I must get to the end quickly. And the thing that's funny is that it still works. I'm dead? Oh my god, the final thing, dude. No! I can't believe I messed that up so badly. So yeah, the final gauntlet is tough. That was a very annoying way to fail that. Okay, well, now we do it all again. Oh my god. Alright. This flippy one is probably the hardest, because sometimes you have to do stuff like that. I should be able to just rip 2 long jumps here. Okay. This one, pretty free. It is like a little bit jarring how quickly it goes back and forth. Just avoid the purple switches. I messed up my angle. What am I doing? I'm scared that I don't know where these go exactly. Okay, but I've got to be really careful to actually have a wall kick angle there. By default, you don't. People who might be unfamiliar with like Aglab Cam, you have like a bunch of little options. So if I use this angle, I just won't wall kick, but I can do a little Aglab Cam adjustment and then go. Okay, I think I will do the normal strat this time. I know I've gotten the speedrun strat twice now, but let's just build up a bunch of things. I may as well show off intended. It's not really much slower. It is a lot easier though. It's actually kind of tight to do it the other way. Oh. Oh yeah, and I was saying that if you just take like the normal angle, you won't have a wall kick angle. Did I miss this? Oh, I thought I was lined up with it. Oh well, I genuinely thought I was lined up with that. Okay, yeah, but this is a fun one, like, you can kind of just take a risk and not get too many stars. And then if I do this fast enough, I'll be barely safe. 2.5 seconds remaining. Alright. Alright, goo. We meet again. The black goo is my arch nemesis in this hack. I've gotten used to it by now, but it used to really tilt me. Okay, we're gonna go fast. So yeah, I don't do a D-pad adjustment there. When I'm doing the long jump, I intentionally have a couple of frames between the Z press and the A press. And because you're on a little bit of a slope, Mario kind of slides while you're holding down Z for a couple of frames. So that's an interesting way to get a wall kick angle in some situations. So like for instance, if I wanted to get a wall kick on something there, like as I go here, I'm gonna slide to the left. Okay, let's do this again. I did not think I would get that much speed from the slope. I was just trying to demonstrate how changing your angle on a slope while wall kicking works. But yeah, that's a really cool piece of tech that is really useful for that buffed thing. The important thing is we all learn something about long jumps and wall kicks. Oh my god, that was really close to the bottom part there. So yeah, I think if I did a frame perfect long jump there, I would actually not wall kick and I would die. Okay, surely I'm lined up this time. Okay, good. Give me time. Alright, here we go. This is the one. It's time to lock in and beat this final challenge. The first time I got to this, I was stuck on it for a very long time. Alright, don't leave me alone. I've got a good angle, get a good position here. Oh my god, I feel like I'm cutting it way closer to the quicksand every time for some reason. Oh, this is a rough one to get this laid. Oh my god. Okay, please just land on this. Oh, thank god. I believe long jump, yeah, actually you're right. Even a frame perfect long jump, you would press Z on one frame and then A on the next, so it probably would change your angle. Okay, let's take our time to line this up. I want to have Mario on this angle for the ending of this. And I'm not holding A, so I don't end up getting too much height and dropping out the bottom. Don't drop out the bottom. Oh my god. And I want even more angle this time. Again, I want to be careful not to kick before I go into it. We just want a normal jump. Something about kicking into goo type 2 makes it work really weirdly. Please don't fall out the bottom. That was actually really close to death again. Okay. Get up! Okay, and should I triple jump to freedom? Okay, I don't know why I risked that. But there we go, that is all of the buff shown off, and that ending is crazy good. Oh. Yo, thank you. So, that was a little bit earlier than I probably wanted to with the schedule the way it's going. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. I did try to throw a little bit, but I really first tried a lot of endings that I did not think I would first try. I genuinely thought that would go worse than it actually did. These credits are really nice, and it does tell you all of the music that is used, so if you're curious about that, I don't know if we should really let the whole credits play out, but seeming as we do have some extra time, there are some other things I could showcase. I did a video where I gave myself a arbitrary restriction for every single level. Got plenty of extra time. Should I let the credits roll? The credits are kind of long, but you would get to see all of the music credits, which I think some people in chat were interested in. Yeah. Shout out to Aglab again for making a really cool ROM hack. Yo, Mushy, how could you miss this? How dare you? But thanks for the GGs. Can I do the run again? We got a lot of extra time. We're ahead of schedule, and this run went a little fast. I was toying with the idea of going back to the original levels and showing off beating them with some restrictions. I don't know how likely I am to actually be able to do it, but we can try a button challenge with the 72 elevator, which is genuinely like really hard, and I kind of doubt I will actually get it, but we can definitely try it. But yeah, another thing to note about this is this was made for a streamer, if you're familiar with the Mario 64 ROM hack community, Katse789. It's kind of infamous for playing everything that has ever existed, and so there was a little competition for people to create a ROM hack for Katse to play based on Says Native Reminiscence. And this is what Aglab put together, kind of like a little meme thing almost, just for someone in the community, for a few people to mess around. But he just absolutely cooked and knocked it out of the park. Alright, well that's all the song credits done. Just for the memes, I think we'll try and do 72 platform stage with one A-press. The only A-press will be the jump into the star. Hopefully I remember how this works. But I don't know, it seems like we have a lot of time. And this is like a really, really fun challenge. I had a lot of fun stratting this out and seeing if it could even work. Because as you'll see, it's not the easiest thing in the world to even just like run across. And you end up dying quite a bit. And you can kind of run off the platform and run back onto it. So like, depending on where exactly... Oh, I'm dead. Depending on where exactly you are, sometimes you want to try and get a bunch of speed with Mario and get over. Oh. And sometimes you want to just get up. Oh yeah, I should also mention, I don't press B either. So if I fall down, I just like cannot roll out. So yeah, A button challenge was not enough. I wanted to make it A and B. So trying to get up there is also pretty difficult. And here's one of the harder bits. I gotta bounce back off that, get up in time. Bounce back off that. Yeah, that is the crux of the difficulty here. It is really tough. It's also been a while since I've done this, so I might not remember all the strats, but I think I do remember most of them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that because you can get off the platform, that's a big part of what makes doing this with 1A press possible. And yeah, gotta be careful not to hit the things. And yeah, another big thing that I do while doing this, you might notice, is to kind of try and build up a bunch of running speed before crossing over. I just remembered how this works. Wait a minute. Okay. Next time I get there, I've got this, I swear. And also, this is possibly the best music in any of the levels. A really cool little port of a bass guitar solo. I forget the name of the person who this is. Oh, I'm dead. But yeah, a lot of tactics here. Getting off the platform and getting back on before fading out. You really need to build up quite a bit of speed before going across. So I want to dodge around here, get back on the platform, heal a little bit. And also you want to get like bumped back. I'm just going to cheat. Okay, I pressed A once. It didn't even help. The hardest part is you need to get across like 2 sets of like level barriers. Cheating. Yeah, I kind of have forgotten how to do that section at the end. But yeah, generally the key to this is building up like enough speed from running around. How did I hit that? Come on, dude. I also have no idea why I made it. Oh, actually I remember now. If you allow B presses, this actually becomes a lot easier. So I had to make it no A presses or B presses. Would holding A be of any benefit? I don't think so. If you're allowed to do... If I were to do this with B presses as well, it would. Because I could do stuff like that. Like doing this, adding B presses to this actually helps a lot. So yeah. Whoops. But yeah, if I keep A held down, I can do buffered kicks instead of punches, which is pretty helpful. And if I have diving speed, I will still dive. So yeah, this is actually pretty helpful. I think I just want to do this section normally, actually. But yeah, and also being able to kick will give you a little bit of extra speed in a situation like that. So yeah, I have A held the whole time right now, which is definitely helping me out. It'll help me out here as well, because I'll kick. Bounce. Oh, so what I want to do is I want to bounce off of that wall there and slide back onto the platform before I fade out. Wait, that's weird. If I keep A held and reload the level, I jump in the air. I've never noticed that. I don't know exactly why that happens. Conceivably, you could come up with strats where you would dive rollout over stuff that would make it a lot easier. Oh my god, stay. Okay, yeah, and also I can recover from certain situations with the B button. So yeah, having a B button definitely helps a lot. But this is the crux of it right here. I need to time this really well. Why am I think I've just straight up forgotten how to do that section. I think I will just jump at that section and then try to do the ending without pressing A. We're gonna have to do 2 A presses, I think. But I do remember that being definitely like one of the harder parts of doing this without pressing A. But yeah, maybe one day I will do a 70-star run of vanilla Mario 64 without pressing A. I don't know how many people have seen Marbler's run of that, which took about 80 hours, I think. There's a lot of funny shenanigans. Okay, I'm just gonna cheat a little because I need to see how to do this section up here. Yeah, no, I just can't quite get it. But anyway, the ending is... Oh wait, I fucked that up as well. The ending is like not that bad because you can kind of get around most of the stuff. And then you just want to build up a little bit of speed to the side. And here's the ending, and where you would use the one final A press, you kind of... Oh my god. You would like kind of just like jump across it and then get to it. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a completion of no A button. But hopefully I at least showed like how most of it works. But yeah, building up a lot of speed so you can actually get over the slopes, definitely the key. I want to have like one more shot that section Yeah, this section here, that was a spot where I died a lot trying to do it. And yeah, I guess you jump. Yeah, I was meant to walk over just that thing and then run back around. Okay, I remember how that ending works now. And yeah, the ending without any A, like the one A press in it would be at the end here. You would, the general idea was you would run across both lanes and then jump for the end. But I think we are pretty much out of stuff to showcase, to be honest. I hope everyone enjoyed seeing the buffed versions of all the stars. I do think that was definitely one of the highlights of this ROM hack. It's like really difficult to unlock having to do deathless runs. So that was a nice little thing that Aglab put in there, and it took people a while to like notice that you could unlock stuff. Oops. But yeah, I think it's probably worth calling it here. I will mess around a little in the buff stages for Mushy's benefit, if he's still in chat. But yeah, I got through all the buff stages a lot faster than I thought I would. Why can't I go on a platform adventure? Whoop. I think, what happens if you just sit on the platform forever? I think you die when you hit those outer walls. Oh. It would be kind of funny if you just... Do you just fly away? Oh! You do go on a little platform adventure. Let's see how this plays out. I can still look around. And get a bit of a look at how the background and stuff works. I'm surprised you can get this far away. Why does the level even extend that far? And why aren't these walls? I can show off... Wait. There is a speedrun strat that I didn't go for. But with the with the gravity switch stage, you can actually you can skip even more than just the wall kicks. Let's see if I can get this. That's not gonna work. It's a little precise. This might be it. No, not even close, dude. But you can go straight into the star. Oh, so I went a little too fast there and I bonked the wall. But that's kind of what we need to be doing. So it's a really tough strat. Maybe this looks better. Oh, not quite. Now, the funny thing about this is if you go for it in a full game run, the gravity will be flipped when you arrive in the next stage. Unless you randomly roll the stage with the black goo. Because of like the goo in the stage, it needs to be able to like correct Mario's properties or something. I don't know why it works, but it does. This is probably way too slow. Yeah. But shout out to Job for figuring it out that you could just get straight to the star. Dude, this is like friggin' impossible. How do you hit the star? I swear I've done this. But yeah, if you really wanted to grind for a crazy any percent world record, you could try to hit this and land. You would not only need to hit this strat, but you would also need to get like the 1 in 10 chance that you get the right level afterwards.
Would you like to be relieved, Mr. Bigfoot?
I would indeed. I tried to throw a little bit, but I'm just too good.
Why, man? It's just
I'm
we're trying to save time. We're trying to not save time.
I swear I didn't practice much.
Oh, man. All right. I mean, we will relieve you. That being said, we're trying to figure something out because the next runs is in like 50 minutes. We might be playing music for a while, is what I'm saying here.
I mean, unless you want me to run a random, just to run a different ROM hack.